O Father, abandon not your way with children of Ivalice, but deliver us from our sins, that we might know salvation.
Lady Ophelia, it is time.
I'll not be much longer, Agrius.
Your escort has already arrived.
Please, heed the good lady's words. You must hurry. Still in here, are you? It's been the better part of an hour.
Gafgarian, you forget yourself, sir. You are in the presence of the princess.
Mayhap bowed heads would less offend. But you would do well to waste less time on idle pleasantries.
I see even the noble order of the Northern Sky cannot rid itself of vulgar knaves.
A guard captain in these rain-sodden hinterlands ought not to expect chivalry. We are in the employ of the Order, not of it. Our pay does not cover trite courtesies to the likes of you.
Govern your tongue.
Enough. Let us be on our way.
The Father watch over you, Judge.
And you, Elder.
Milady, the enemy is upon us.
You can't tell us, men. We are paid for this. Time to earn our keep. What is it, Ramsar? You above getting paid to do a job?
I'm a knight no longer. Just another sellsword.
Right then. To battle.
Deliver us, O Lord.
They bear the crest of the Black Lion. Duke Goltanna must be mad.
You there, wench. It is useless to resist.
I seen the bat fold 6 of my buddies in 2 seconds. I played that immediately. My niece stole a candy bar and got suplexed through concrete. I tried to sneak away once. Next thing I know, I'm upside down with my pants missing, hanging from a street lamp. He beats Liddy into a goddamn coma and then whispers in his ear, talk. I'm talking, I can't even fucking breathe. Swung a metal pipe at him and he grabbed it and said my turn. What happened? I woke up 6 months later with 4 kids. The math don't even add up. Yeah, Batman doesn't kill, but Jerry's been eating through a straw for 11 years. I was hiding in a dumpster once, and when I blinked, the motherfucker was in there with me. Was he up there in silence or something? I mean, he was joking escape every damn time, but no, that Louie's still alive. He deserves to be crippled for life. He put me in a headlock and said I should have stayed home. I work here. Seriously, has he never considered asking first? We don't want to fight you. He put me in a fucking armbar, and when I tried to tap out, he said, we don't do that here. I can't breathe. I'm just trying to pay my rent, man. Not everyone's got it like Bruce fucking Wayne. I seen the bat fold 6 of my buddies in 2 seconds. I played that immediately. My niece stole a candy bar and got suplexed through concrete. I tried to sneak away once. Next thing I know, I'm upside down with my pants missing. Hey.
For victory.
My time is now.
The next move is key.
Leave it to me. By divine will unencumbered, by darkness empowered, Shadow Blade.
But how?
No mercy!
My life. It's time.
It's over!
Why?
Unhand me!
No. Lady Ivalice.
This way. Hurry up. And try making a little less noise.
I'll not take orders from you!
You've quite a mouth on you, Princess. I think not.
This cannot be.
Delita. He lives. But why does he serve under the banner of Duke Gordana? I do not understand.
Records of the hero Delita Hyrule first appear 1 year before the outbreak of the War of the Lions. The loss of the 50 Years' War saw Ivalice paying enormous reparations and ceding vast swathes of land to Ordalia, the victors. Knights and sellswords returned from the front to find their homes razed and loved ones slain. Compounding their woes, they were denied pay for their service and stripped of their livelihoods. This ill treatment led many to abandon their fealty to the crown and the nobility. Once loyal soldiers became rogues and traitors, donning the thief's cloak and plotting treason. It was a time of great unrest for Ivalice. Murder and theft were commonplace. Many were the young adventurer and mage who stepped forward to counter this threat. Of these, the city of Garland too saw its share. It was there that our tale began, a year earlier.
Did you hear? Another Wayne was struck last night on its way to Ivalice.
The Corpse Brigade again.
Delita, what do you suppose this is about? I could hazard a guess. Oh? Do tell. I think Duke Larg is coming to Garland. Duke Larg? Why? Not just the Duke. The Marquis Elmsel de Limbri too. That's the first I've heard of it. This has not the sound of a state visit. All of Ivalice is in turmoil. The Order's supposed to be keeping things under control, but the fact is, they number too few. And they mean to bolster their numbers with us.
All right, everybody, fall in!
From a street lamp, you're infected. The sergeant's voice carried a mix of fear and respect.
The Order of the Northern Sky has an assignment for its ranks of visitors.
Well, I just want to let you know that the shenanigans have gone far enough, and I decided to send my co-star down to HRC to kind of squash that between you and the Philippines. It was either them Boy Scouts, turns out they don't have that many canoes.
Rogues such as they must be dealt with. The Order has been commanded to undertake an operation to eliminate the brigade. An operation of a grand scale.
Always stroking his ego.
We will not be acting alone. The Order will be joined by, among others, His Excellency Duke Larg's Royal Guard. This will leave Eagle's Castle undermanned. Your task will be to proceed there and support us from the rear by bolstering its defenses. Remember, you represent the Academy itself. Noble or otherwise, your actions reflect upon us all. Fight with honor and trust in your steel.
When I invaded, did I go into Iranian airspace? Yes, several times. We had a meeting about this before you invaded.
Twould seem the time to take up arms is already upon you, young apprentices. I've just received word that a band of thieves, routed by our knights, flees here to Garland, where the bustling streets will only aid their escape. We will move to stop them and finish the task of our brothers. You, young apprentices, will accompany us. This is but a squall before the storm of battle. Prepare yourselves at once. Dismiss.
Go understand. And the ships in the Black Sea. Nobody knew this.
Let's be on our way.
Sorry, that kind of just came out there. But what I will say is, since you're losing ships at that rate in that body of water, you should probably consider every, I don't know, canoe a threat. Close your full precedent. How's your former military? Asshole. Still better than being Russian. Oh, speaking of the former president, F-35. Good work getting that aircraft away from the Republican National Convention. Thanks for sending me. I know I'm kind of new, so I really want an opportunity to prove myself. So, yeah, he was actually just lost, kind of in the wrong airspace. So I went up, intercepted him, and sent him on his way. Oh, shit. Oh, did I say something wrong? You said the I word.
You sent the fucking computer to deal with him? Get the blowtorch. We're gonna go somewhere.
I thought this went without saying. Air Force, if you see a raccoon with a blowtorch, stop him. Hey, Jay, now, you know, say what you want about that, but that is a really fun way to say it. Well, I just wanted to let you know that the shenanigans have gone far enough, and I've decided to send my Coast Guard down to the South China Sea to kind of squash things between you and the Philippines. It was either them or the Boy Scouts. Turns out they don't have that many canoes.
No way. How can we read patterns like the one on the Celis Black Templar? Let's start with a dark ochre similar to this. If you don't have one, just mix any tan with black, make your own. Test your consistency, apply 2 even coats. More importantly, if you're struggling with dimming paints, let me know. Now that we have our base down, what can we use for midtones and highlights? Let's grab a warm gray similar to these. However, we have to harness our inner Bob Ross to paint below the lines. The first coat won't dry as bright, but that's okay. Using the same paint, apply a second coat about half the space. This will help create our texture. It's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be. This technique is also good for PvP seals, which we'll cover in our next video. Then follow up on that Dante Gold recipe. How can we paint fabrics like the one I anime watch? Can I watch ads to double?
Yes, we're most competitive. You gotta pick that. Why does it look like that? Yes, you can't just ask why people's files look like that. Well, usually I know fix things, but not the files. It's never been something. Vampire. Like a lava? No, like a real vampire. Nonsense Dracula. So I should probably check in on him now that I'm thinking about it. You've picked up Dracula? I picked up everyone, Martha. I know that. I just didn't know that vampires were even real until today. You work with literal deities and immortal entities and pantheons throughout time. And vampires is where you get confused? I just have a hard time believing in anything without proof. That's not belief, then. Disbelief until proven believable. Next thing you'll be telling me is that you don't believe in werewolves, so this monster. That depends, do you approve? No, just believe about Lizzie. She's very sensitive about it. She told me in her last letter. We're pen pal. Is that like a real sweat sometimes? No. There's a different reason for that. Wait, what? Hi, I'm Dan. Pleasant to meet you. I get it, Johnny. Funny joke. Turn back. Is this one of those times when I'm confused by mortal humor? It's April Fool's Day. This has to be a joke. Oh, spell. It's not the skin. This is going to be my time. I'm afraid I don't understand. Alright, let's just get this over with. I'm dead. You're dead. Yes, you're really dead. No, this is not a prank played by your toxic friend that you keep around because you claim they're just joking. Yes, this is real. No, you cannot give out it. So you're real? You're about to not be trying to touch me. Oh my god. Do I really need to go through the specifics? Weren't you a doctor at one point? Yes, but see, I'm a normal vampire. Immortal, not immortal. Two very distinctive differences. So how did I die? It might have something to do with that snake in your chest. Well, would you look at that? It seems a bit of pain. It certainly would appear that way. So what afterlife awaits me, my friendly yet surprisingly gothic friend? Go that far. If not friend, then why friend change? I'm just reinforcing that any one of our figures should have the internet confiscated from it. So am I getting this? Systems all that theory against creatures of the night. I think that has more to do with the murdering the innocent than the being of the undead. Hey, not all vampires. You were one of those vampires who murdered hundreds of thousands of people in your online temple. Well, yeah, but I just wanted to clarify that it's not all. So you're looking at the shine on that high hopes of yours. That's an offensive, untrue stereotype. So I wasn't going to guess, but not all of us have the ability to sparkle. I'm sensing some resentment here. No, it's not fair. It's like an Edward. Yes, my mom's companion. Pick up. Why does the brain look like that? Dad, you can't just ask why people's files look like that. Well, usually I don't pick things, but not the file. It's never good something. Have you ever picked up a vampire? Like a lava? No, like a real vampire. Nonsense Dracula. Though I should probably check in on him now that I'm thinking about it. You've picked up Dracula? I picked up everyone, Mom. I know that. I just didn't know that vampires were even real until today. Little deities and entities and pantheons throughout time. Vampires is where you get confused. I just have a hard time believing in anything without proof. That's not belief, then. Disbelief until proven believable. Next.
The disease Nurgle Fry is literal nightmare fuel. Not only does it rot your physical body and turn you into an absolute abomination, but once you finally succumb to it, the Dark Lord of Blades claims your soul and turns you into one of his mutants.
Once afflicted, your body starts to rot away. It also begins to be uncontrollable. It becomes a host for all things.
I can do
The
this.
transformation is incredible. And you start to turn into what is known as a plague bear. Once you finally succumb to it, whether by your own hands or being put down by your fellow kin, the soul is transported to the Garden of Nurgle, and you'll be trained them for all time. It's the most infectious disease of the galaxy, and there's no cure. The Imperium is only so afraid of it that if one person on a planet even shows slight symptoms of Nurgle fry, it's not uncommon for the Imperium to just burn the world through exterminate on it. I can see it. Oh, my monthly bill?
Save for $300 in your first year with 3 months free.
The disease Nurgle's rot is literal nightmare fuel. Not only does it rot.
Welcome to the fucking news. I'm your host, Kellerman, and hold.
I can do this.
On to your end, there's a bunch of shit's been going on. In Portland, Oregon, hundreds of people have been protesting outside of ICE facilities after Donald Trump announced he'll be sending 200 National Guard troops there. Hillshire Brands Company have recalled frozen State Fair corn dogs and Jimmy Dean pancake and sausage on a stick nationwide after 5 injuries. Turns out there's wood splinters in the batter. Also, yuck. There were 3 major shootings over the weekend. In Texas, a man named Kirian Jones opened fire in a casino parking lot, killing 2 people and wounding 5 others before leading police on a high-speed chase before getting caught and arrested. In North Carolina, former Marine Nigel Edge pulled up in a boat and opened fire on an oceanfront bar, killing 3 people and injuring 5 others. And in Michigan, a man rammed his truck into a Mormon church, set fire to it, and shot at people inside, killing 4 and injuring 8 before being killed by police during a shootout. He's been identified as Thomas Sanford, also a former Marine. YouTube announced they're going to settle with Donald Trump, who's suing them for banning his account after January 6, 2021. Tropical Storm Imelda and Category 4 Hurricane Humberto are causing heavy rains, waves, and flooding in Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, Cuba, and the Bahamas. In Moldova, the Party of Action and Solidarity won an absolute majority in parliamentary elections, now holding 55 out of 101 seats and pushing to be accepted into the European Union. In India, 41 people were killed and over 100 were injured in a stampede at a political rally for actor-turned-politician Vijay. Russia's latest drone and missile barrage on Ukraine killed 4 people and injured around 70. Israel struck nearly 120 targets in a day, killing at least 44 people. Hundreds of people are protesting in Morocco against the government spending more on co-hosting the 2030 FIFA World Cup than on basic health and education services. More than 120 have been arrested during clashes with police. Hundreds of people are also protesting in Peru against government corruption, a compulsory private pension system, and the president's legitimacy. Clashes with police have led to at least 18 injuries. In Afghanistan, the Taliban has now banned all wired internet, leading to a near nationwide internet blackout. And in China, the Huazhong Grand Canyon Bridge has opened 625 meters above the canyon floor. It's the highest bridge in the world and creates a shortcut that cuts a 2-hour drive around down to 2 minutes across. Now seriously, does anybody do it like me? Follow me if you give a shit about any of that. Welcome to the fucking news. I'm your host, Kellerman, and hold on to your end. There's a bunch of shit's been going on. In Portland, Oregon, hundreds of people have been protesting outside of ICE facilities after Donald Trump announced he'll be sending 200 National Guard troops there. Hillshire Brands Company have recalled frozen State Fair corn dogs and Jimmy Dean pancake and sausage on a stick nationwide after 5 injuries. Turns out there's wood splinters in the batter. Also, yuck. There were 3 major shootings over the weekend. In Texas, a man named Kirian Jones opened fire in a casino parking lot, killing 2 people and wounding 5 others before leading police on a high-speed chase before getting caught and arrested. In North Carolina, former Marine Nigel Edge pulled up in a boat and opened fire on an oceanfront bar, killing 3 people and injuring 5 others. And in Michigan, a man rammed his truck into a Mormon church, set fire to it, and shot at people inside, killing 4 and injuring 8 before being killed by police during a shootout. He's been identified as Thomas Sanford, also a former Marine. YouTube announced they're going to settle with Donald Trump, who's suing them for banning his account after January 6, 2021. Tropical Storm Imelda and Category 4 Hurricane Humberto are causing heavy rains, waves, and flooding in Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, Cuba, and the Bahamas. In Moldova, the Party of Action and Solidarity won an absolute majority in parliamentary elections, now holding 55 out of 101 seats and pushing to be accepted into the European Union. In India, 41 people were killed and over 100 were injured in a stampede at a political rally for actor-turned-politician Vijay. Russia's latest drone and missile barrage on Ukraine killed 4 people and injured around 70. Israel struck nearly 120 targets in a day, killing at least 44 people. Hundreds of people are protesting in Morocco against the government spending more on co-hosting the 2030 FIFA World Cup than on basic health and education services. More than 120 have been arrested during clashes with police. Hundreds of people are also protesting in Peru against government corruption, a compulsory private pension system, and the president's legitimacy. Clashes with police have led to at least 18 injuries. In Afghanistan, the Taliban has now banned all wired internet, leading to a near nationwide internet blackout. And in China, the Huazhong Grand Canyon Bridge has opened 625 meters above the canyon floor. It's the highest bridge in the world and creates a shortcut that cuts a 2-hour drive around down to 2 minutes across. Now seriously, does anybody do it like me? Follow me if you give a shit about any of that.
Hey, boss, I just got a call from one of your old friends. He says he's gonna kick your ass later. I'm sure, but what I do? Apparently you managed to bring some very intimate imagery onto his car windows, and it just rained yesterday. I've been waiting for that payoff for weeks now. You just now noticed it? What was he doing? It started raining while he was in a funeral procession. He was driving the grieving widow to the gravesite. Hopefully the imagery reminded her of better days. He sent pictures with text. How did you do that? That was really intricate. Oh, you just take your images to a screen printer. They can make the most intricate things out of vinyl stickers. You just put it on the window, wax on, wax off, peel, and wait. What on earth did he do to you that has you so remorseless? Nothing yet. That was just the opening salvo. He told me he'd obliterate me in the framework, and I couldn't do anything that would piss him off. He said that to you? You must not know you very well for being a friend of yours. Jeez, I remember the time you farted in that old man's oxygen maker just to see if he was awake.
Rise! My thanks.
Hey, boss, I just got a call from one of your old friends. He said he's gonna kick your ass later. Well, I'm sure, but what I do? Apparently you managed to bring some really intimate imagery onto his car windows, and it just rained yesterday. I've been waiting for that payoff for weeks now. You just now noticed it? What was he doing? Apparently it started raining while he was in a funeral procession. He was driving the grieving widow to the gravesite. Hopefully the imagery reminded her of better days. He sent pictures with text. How did you do that? That was really intricate. Oh, you just take your images to a screen printer. They can make the most intricate things out of vinyl stickers. You just put it on the window, wax on, wax off, peel, and wait. What on earth did he do to you that has you so remorseless? Nothing yet. That was just the opening salvo. He told me he'd obliterate me in a framework, and I couldn't do anything that would piss him off. He said that to you? You must not know you very well for being a friend of yours. Jeez, I remember the time you farted in that old man's oxygen maker just to see if he was awake. Hey, boss, I just got a call from one of your old friends. He said he's gonna kick your ass later. Well, I'm sure, but what I do? Apparently you managed to bring some very intimate imagery onto his car windows, and it just rained yesterday. I've been waiting for that payoff for weeks now. You just now noticed it? What was he doing? Apparently it started raining while he was in a funeral procession. He was driving the grieving widow to the gravesite. Hopefully the imagery reminded her of better days. He sent pictures with text. How did you do that? That was really intricate. Oh, you just take your images to a screen printer. They can make the most intricate things out of vinyl stickers. You just put it on the window, wax on, wax off, peel, and wait. What on earth did he do to you that has you so useless. Nothing yet. That was just the opening salvo. He told me he'd obliterate me in a prank war, and I couldn't do anything that would piss him off.
He said that to you? He must not know you very well for being a friend of yours. Jeez, I remember the time you farted in that old man's oxygen chamber just to see if he was awake. Hey, boss, I just got a call from one of your old friends. He said he's gonna kick your ass later. Would you rather, with the strength, speed, stamina, and techniques of Rock Lee from Naruto, you keep your regular body, but it's been enhanced, and now you can run for days if you want to, even while wearing leg weights. Years of training and experience lives within your body. Every fiber of your being becomes its most fit and refined state instantly. Or would you rather have the strength, skills, speed, stamina, and swordsmanship techniques of Tanjiro Kamado from Demon Slayer? You also keep your same body, but it'll harden as it absorbs thousands of hours of swordsmanship experience. Your sword is now part of your body. You have complete mastery over all of Tanjiro's techniques, and you get a huge boost to your strength as well. So the question is, this 2025 real estate market, it's not for amateurs. I'm Ronnie Jordan.
And I'm Doug Arnett with OKC Metro Group. It's not about luck or waiting for the stars to align on rates. It's about strategy, positioning, and execution. If you're
you rather, with the strength, speed, stamina, and techniques of Rock Lee from Naruto, you keep your regular body, but it's been enhanced, and now you can run for days if you want to, even while wearing leg weights. Years of training and experience lives within your body. Every fiber of... Fresh up. Yes.
Download now. Listen to me. I'm not ruling anything out, but we could send Western troops into Ukraine. You will walk. All of Yava, pay attention. We cannot allow these Russian pieces of shit to win in Ukraine. You still have people protesting and shoveling shit off the doorsteps of politicians. And now, you want to go fight somebody.
A great hero who had attained the distinguished title of Mad King approached the hour of his
Help me
death.
hand out that L to the Brits in the 1700s. Good to see you again, buddy. I think I speak for most of Europe here when I say we probably shouldn't talk about
What
Western
news of the
until
war?
we all come to a consensus. I should have known you would be a coward. You just got called a coward by France. That's like a golden dumbass in a special ed classroom. You smell that? Oh, no. Did it happen again? Look, Grandpa Buff.
The Order has struck a
Smells
great
like a
blow.
little slave. You can give me all the shit you like, America. One of your restaurants,
Tis but a matter of time
Wendy's,
ere the
has decided that they're going to do dynamic pricing, which is going to make their burgers more expensive during peak times. The rest of the world calls that price gouging. I
The
know.
envoy dispatched to treat
Just
the
the most
capital
capitalist thing I've ever
Narayan
heard.
turned this night past.
I'm so proud.
He has
Welcome
agreed to
to
your
your
proposal,
we just
Father.
avoid one of your invincible Abrams men battle
Very
tanks.
good.
I challenge you to go back and find a time when I called the Abrams
Die
invincible.
with
It's a tank. Tanks get destroyed in battle. Shit happens. You know, if the world doesn't calm down here pretty soon, you losers are gonna have to deal with me. Canada, the US, the United Kingdom, and France? The band is getting back together. Germany. Yeah. Don't do anything. I still am not really sure about being on our team this time. Okay, that is fair. I deserve that, yeah. Listen to me. I'm not losing anything up. But we could send the Westerns into Ukraine. All of Europe, pay attention. We cannot allow these Russian pieces of shit
Watch our
in Ukraine. You still have...
Lord Father! You forget yourself, Ramza. Come. God, let me look upon your face once more. Lord Father, how long has it been? You've grown into a fine young man. I would hear of your studies. You've been at the academy since spring, is it? Hear me, Hunter. For generations, we Beowulfs have stood foremost of those who serve the crown. Ours is the soul of the knight. Become a knight worthy of your name. Tolerate no injustice. Stray not from
I care about how loving
you will know.
The money's definitely here, but this was kind of
a Beowulf can
anything from a lock of hair, maybe a drop of blood.
I will not fail you.
Wire is commissioned for a wireframe statue of you. They want you to hand bend wire all around your frame and then do plastic casts of the individual.
He is born, but he can serve you well. I've made arrangements to enter the academy.
Plastic or erect?
You should have seen the look on the headmaster's face.
Now you know I don't care about art. I care about how much. And the money's definitely there, but this was kind of
someone whom you can trust.
I can't do a lock of hair, but without blood.
Well, it's commissioned for a wireframe statue of you. They want you to hand bend wire all around your frame and then do plastic casts of the
care of your sister.
Oh, that is interesting. How much for that commission? Got the phone here.
Show these brothers of yours what it is.
Plastic or erect?
What
Sir,
it is.
may I see your ID? Yeah, sure. This is the first time we're going to send Ivalice to the moon, and we're going to have a few minutes in low Earth orbit. That is awesome. Houston, we have a problem.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, first of all, you're not going to be past that like you didn't just think what you just did.
The first time, you say? Wow. Like I said, not conspiracy theories. I'm a spoiler alert. Well, I can't wait to dive into this one head first. Jesus fucking Christ. Who's won to start a class action lawsuit to sue the Department of Education for the amounts of lies it fed us? The missing
Dad, what is
these really across the world going fighting each other and trying to think that they deserve a paper chase over them. I'm gonna keep some offense to that shit. You can tell them. Some of us actually go to work. I'm talking back-to-back double shifts like they nothing. Shit, like Spike couldn't even make it to get his job right now. Now that's a paper chaser. Y'all said what? Make sure you speak up with all that hater shit. You just saying that some of us actually chase paper. Last time I checked, that's what the war was about.
Hey, pass that BS now. I gotta hear this shit. I'm actually glad somebody said so, because he's right. A lot of y'all ain't work for y'all brain.
Did you time skip?
Didn't work for what? I'm the smartest woman on the planet, baby. Everything I've ever made makes money to this day.
Capsule Corp is already established company. That don't count.
Whole time, the same goes for most of y'all. Y'all just come from money. You ain't really have to work, you chose to.
Are we really ignoring the fact that this is like 35 now?
They ain't give a fuck who my daddy was. Got it out the slums. I ain't never touched a dime that I ain't make myself.
Alright, brother, they ain't even saying his catchphrase. What the fuck going on? Oh, I'm saying, you really should be nominated for the Paper Chaser Award instead of just really putting in that work to chase paper.
Not a bunch of trust fund spending. Hand-me-down dollar hole. There's some strange words coming from some complaining ass, bank ass. Since I got 2 kids to feed and work the best job my village got to offer, I've always been a nigga that's gonna make ends meet regardless. But you'll never understand the value of a dollar because you ain't never been without one. You can bet on that.
Yeah, bro, that shit just don't hit the same. Research really across the world throwing money at.
I just want a game where I can... Next up on our list at number 9, we have one of the most historic non-ducking of fades in all of Naruto's history. And if we're being real with ourselves, if this fight was animated, it would be much higher on the list. Because coming up at number 9, we have Tobirama versus Ginkaku, and 20 other S-ranked ninja. See, we know that Team Tobirama was deep in the Land of Lightning during the First Great Shinobi World War, doing some reconnaissance against their enemy at that moment, the Hidden Cloud. And we know that while trying to broker a peace treaty, that Tobirama, in a conversation with Second Raikage A, was actually attacked by Ginkaku and Kinkaku, and almost killed. And thus, when Tobirama heard that Kinkaku and Ginkaku had not only caught on to their location, but were also tracking them out of the Hidden Cloud's territory, nobody on Team Tobirama, who at that moment included people like Shisui's grandfather, who was said to be greater at Genjutsu than Shisui, Gonzo, and Hiruzen, understood better the strength of Kinkaku and Ginkaku than Tobirama. And thus Tobirama understood that his team would not be able to make it back to the Land of Fire before Ginkaku and Ginkaku caught up to them. And therefore, somebody from Team Tobirama, a team comprised of a high-ranking ninja and the second current Hokage, needed to elect themselves to hold back Kinkaku and Ginkaku. Now, obviously, we know in this moment, Hiruzen steps up. However, Tobirama never intended for anybody besides himself to engage in this battle, fully understanding that whoever stepped up, offering to fight against Kinkaku and Ginkaku, unless maybe it was Shisui's grandfather, was going to be elected as the third Hokage to take over for Tobirama, who knew in this battle he would die. And yet Tobirama understood that even though engaging in this combat against Kinkaku and Ginkaku would kill him, that it was necessary to make sure that the rest of these young, promising ninja made it back the Land of Fire. Now, like I said, this is one of the most impressive hold-your-ground moments in all of Naruto. Kurama went up to fight against 2 pseudo-Jinchuriki of Kurama, 4 descendants of Hagoromo, and 20 S-ranked ninja. There are very, and I mean very few people in the Naruto universe who will be able to win that fight, let alone maintain that fight for a long enough amount of time that would allow for the people on your team to get back to a safe territory. And yet, Tobirama was able to accomplish that. And thus, for accomplishing exactly what he was trying to accomplish and engaging in a battle with some of the worst odds that we've ever seen in the entirety of Naruto's universe, I have to give Tobirama the number 9 spot, which is kind of low, but once again, the fight's not animated.
Better than this.
Leave it to me.
I'll not
You want to play poker? We've got a couple of tips that could help you avoid.
Nurgle, the god of plague and disease, had his eyes on the realm of Ultramar for many years, wanting to add these planets to his ever-growing gardens of disease. As the Indominus Crusade came to an end, his followers would launch many raids to weaken Ultramar and claim its worlds for the Plague Father. The Death Guard, led by the demon Primarch Mortarion, played a central role in the invasion. Mortarion, supported by his first Captain Typhus and the demon Kugath, commanded a vast force of corrupted space marines, cultists, and demons. They struck Ultramar's smaller, poorly defended worlds first, with Mortarion attempting to goad the Ultramarines' leader, Roboot Gilliman, into battle. The Death Guard spread death and decay across the region, while Typhus targeted Ultramar's outer defenses, destroying key star forts and shipping lanes. As demons manifested on Ajax, conflict escalated, becoming known as the Plague Wars. Gilliman, freshly returned from the Indominus Crusade, arrived to defend Ultramar. His first victory came on Artium, where he cleansed the planet of Death Guard forces and destroyed a plague engine that was raising the dead. This marked the beginning of a series of counterattacks against Nurgle's forces. Mortarion, however, sought to trap Gilliman on Macragge and launched the invasion of Konar as part of his broader strategy. While Mortarion managed to corrupt some worlds in the Konar system, the Imperium successfully defended key planets, preventing a full-scale assault on Macragge. Gilliman and his allies, including Ultramarine successor chapters, gradually turned the tide, culminating in the Spear of Espandor counterattack. They cut off Mortarion's forces from their base in the Scourge Stars, destroyed the plague engines that were raising undead armies across the system. With his supply lines severed and reinforcements dwindling, Mortarion shifted his focus to Parmenio, where the largest armored and titan battle of the war took place. Guilliman's forces clashed with Kugath's demonic legions on the plains of Hecatone, while in space, the Plague Fleet attacked the star fort Galatan. Despite heavy losses, Guilliman's forces made gains. The Ultramarines struck a blow by slaying Kugath's lieutenant, routing Chaos forces from the planet. Mortarion and Kugath attempted to lure Guilliman into a deadly trap, intending to kill the Primarch using a disease known as the Godblight, hoping to turn Ultramar into a new garden of corruption. Guilliman, aware of the danger, led a massive invasion force to Iax, engaging both Nurgle's demons and the Death Guard. As the two Primarchs clashed in a brutal duel, Guilliman was nearly killed by Mortarion, who infected him with the Godblight. However, Guilliman was miraculously revived, channeling the power of the Emperor himself. Empowered by divine energy, he struck a grievous blow to Nurgle's forces and forced Mortarion to retreat. Meanwhile, Space Marine forces destroyed Kugath's Cauldron of Nurgle, which had been powering the Chaos forces in the sector. With their leaders defeated and their forces in disarray, Nurgle's invasion collapsed, and the Imperium enacted Exterminatus on Iax, wiping out any lingering corruption. In the aftermath, Guilliman oversaw the rebuilding of Ultramar and implemented new protocols to increase the production of Primaris Space Marines. When the Plague Wars had ended, the Ultramarines would soon launch the Vengeance campaigns, liberating star systems that had fallen to Nurgle's forces early in the war.
Yeah, that playoff shit ain't different now.
Reinforcements.
Don't come from my salary, don't come from nobody. Everybody make the same exact thing.
Victory is mine.
Like you just
Are you kidding?
person make it like anybody. That's why the playoffs ain't different. No, you gotta be used to getting a certain level. The playoffs didn't come straight from San Francisco. Yes. 7 undone. That playoff game.
How to proceed?
Everybody look at that playoff game. Gotta get me. Hey, yo, yeah. That's why I pissed the fuck off. I was upset. He's doing it for the love of the game, though. And that playoff shit ain't different now. So, playoff shit comes from the PA. It don't come from my salary. It don't come from what nobody. Everybody make the same thing. So what you think of? Just made he made 36 million just like anybody. Playoff checks are different, bro. Different. They come from the trust. They come from the PA. That's why the playoffs are different, bro.
Our economy is either the objective of Dice versus Monsters. I ran on her, brought her home, and that bitch had a dick. Told her get out my house, and she walked out my house. I had noticed her. I was like, nah, never mind, you good. I'm a lumberjack, I can tolerate wood. Lay down, then we played us some Fortnite. Then we stripped down, then we had a sword fight. Is this gay? Is this straight? I don't know. I just know that I paid for some weed in her hood. Then she started swinging that wood. She was swinging it good like from Derek G in her hood. Shit, I think I might beat her. Not beat her up, but like beat on her heater. That bubble butt, it done changed my demeanor. They take off them jeans. I ain't talking about speeder. Spent ran on her home, and that bitch had a time. She walked out my house, I had noticed her. I was like, nah, never mind. I'm a lumberjack, I can tolerate wood. Lay down, then we played us some Fortnite. Then we stripped down, then we had a sword fight. Is this gay? Is this straight? I don't know. I just know that I paid for some weed in her hood. Then she started swinging that wood. She was swinging it good like Derek G in her hood. Shit, I think I might beat her. Not beat her up, but like beat on her wiener. That bitch bubble butt, it done changed my demeanor. They take off them jeans, I ain't talking about speeder. I just spent ran on her, and that bitch was big.
Ohio. The playoffs! We need to improve our team! Looks like we're going to have to find a new quarterback. Let's look on the transfer market. Select the QB and go for an absolute monster rating. Bo Nix is just the guy we're looking for. Let's buy him and add him to our roster. Awesome. States.
Friend, I hear you thinking and not cleaning. Stop. Fix it.
Yeah, eating Marine Corps.
The H in reads stands for happiness. For those who never had the privilege of becoming government property, here's the rack and stack.
Ready.
There's the big ones, in fact. Then there's the army. Or the exception. I love picking. Why? Because until now, we
my turn.
military branch zone. Now we're entering the cold zone. And just getting
Only one thing for it.
Abusive captors.
What did you say about my beloved core?
And aggressively attacks anyone who critiques the organization, classifying them as an outsider.
Yeah, who's the dang hell what it takes?
I ain't done yet.
Leave
it to me.
Down with you. I can't go on.
Help me.
Beaten,
Victory is not
abused, amphibious.
It's time.
And when you need a contested show to become contested, it was them who left him off.
Now or never. Leave this to me.
This is what their days look like. United States.
I have to fight on. Let's go.
I hear you thinking and not cleaning. Stop fixing.
Yes. Vehicle. In fact, the H in AIDS stands for happy.
Ready.
Here's the
I shall really go. I ain't done yet. My turn. It's over! I feel stronger. Now or never. God help me. Not bad at all. My turn. What? Me then. Are you alright? I thank you. Right. Are you alright? I'm in your debt. Now then. Are you alright?
We don't talk about Alexander Hamilton. We don't talk about Hamilton.
Donkey Dong, you trying to play some magic? Hell yeah, what you playing today? Just built this blue-green deck, what you running? I'm playing this mono black deck today, it's pretty good. You want to play game tap? We'll see who goes first. No, you can go first. You at least have a chance. All right, let's get it started. I'll play force. Tap that for 5 rounds. Pass to you. Manadork on turn 1. Real surprise. Play swamp. Tap that for Grave Crawler. Pass to you. All right, you know I love ramps, so I'll stick to that. I'll play a land. I'll pay 3 mana for a Landlord Shrine. That's a nice guy, right? Yeah. Yes. We'll see how you feel after this. I'll play a land. Tap that for Scheming Symmetry. We'll both search our libraries. No way, man. That's gonna really help me out, man. You know what? I take it back. You're not a donkey dog. I'll tap 1 for a Thief Guild Enforcer, and you'll mill 2. And now you're back to be a donkey dog. Now you can go. I was gonna do something cool. I just put a land.
I'll be fine.
5 for Soliton.
It is for the Marquis's safety.
Yeah, I get to do something cool though. I'll play a swamp, tap that for a Dust Ritual, tap the rest of my land.
The
Play a
Marquis
Blood Arrow. Alright, it's all or nothing. I'll start out by playing a Paradox.
The very same.
So you can turn something
And
into a
to
Manador? I
the
think you have enough mana. Not quite. So first thing I'm going to do is
We
pay
are
5
not
mana,
friends
2 mana to play a Legion Priest, 3 mana to equip that. Then I'm going to pay 1 more mana to equip the Paradise Mantle to the Soliton. So what's that going to do for you? So now I can tap my Soliton for a blue mana. Pay that blue mana to untap it. Because it's equipped with Illusionist Bracers, it'll double that activating ability. So with the 2 on the stack, the first one will resolve, it'll untap Soliton. I'll tap it for a blue mana. The second one will resolve, I'll untap it. I'll tap it for another blue mana. Okay, but how does that help you? So every time I tap and untap this, I'll profit 1 blue mana. So I'll do this 1 billion times. Cast Blue Sun's Zenith, and I think I win the game. Here we are again. You watched another one. What's the most important clause of the
His Excellence in the Marquis Eldor Deliveries household.
Shroud. Slide. Security. Birds. What? Shroud.
A knight. Well,
Hey, you're not picking up on it.
Oh no,
Turn down. I'm trying to tell you, there is a group of people in America getting paid $1 billion to convince Americans that cheese is awesome. Okay, that's like trying to fucking explain to Stevie Wonder what nothing looks like and getting paid $1 million for it. He already fucking knows that, okay? It makes no goddamn sense. Cheese is so fucking good that it is the one thing on earth that if you are allergic to it, we're not going to say you have a cheese allergy. No, you're lactose intolerant. We're not going to say you're allergic because we all know you're going to eat that shit anyways because the consequences are worth it. Am I upset right now? A little bit. Is it because I'm jealous? It's basically selling ass candles to dogs and getting paid $1 million for it. It is the most ridiculously easy job on the planet, and I'm so mad that it's not